this is Arunava Chaudhuri and you are on my YouTube channel, Arunfoot. Today I want to talk about ISL Cup winners, ISL League Shield winners, Mohun Bagan Supergiant, who have, it seems at the moment, once more decided for themselves not to travel to Iran for an AFC Champions League 2 encounter. Just let it sink it in. Last year, in the ASL2, Mohun Bagan was supposed to travel and face Tractor in northern Iran. This year, in the ASL2, Mohun Bagan are supposed to face Sepahan SC from Isfahan. And to me, there is officially, unofficially, no real reason for Mohun Bagan Supergiant not to travel to Iran. And I quote the club statement and then I try to dissect it. It says, Mohun Bagan Supergiant prioritizes the safety and well-being of its players, officials and support staff. Our players and their families have expressed concern over travel to Iran. The club, after due consideration, is thoughtful of their request for safety. After careful consideration of the government advisories and the potential uncovered risks involved and upholding the players' sentiments, the club has approached the Court of Arbitration for Sport to seek a fair resolution and safeguard its interest. When I first read this, after multiple people actually forwarded it to me, my thought was, what? Mohun Bagan Supergiant, in this case, have gone to CAS, while they earlier, in the case of Anwar Ali's very dodgy transfer to East Bengal, they didn't do that. Do Mohun Bagan Supergiant think really that CAS will entertain such a case when clubs from across Asia, national teams from across Asia, are going to traveling to Iran? I mean, what is the logic of Mohun Bagan Supergiant to say, you know what, we're not going? And why, again, does it happen 2-3 days before the game that Mohun Bagan Supergiant are not traveling? That players and families have concerns that there are certain government advisories on that fact. It's a given. But why aren't you traveling when there are European players playing for Sepahan and players from other parts of Europe, of Asia, of Africa, South America playing in the Iranian league? How is it safe for everybody else to travel to Iran, play football, and come back safely? And then there is a second point, in my opinion. Even if your group of foreigners does not want to travel, even if your head coach or other coaching staff who are foreigners don't want to travel, why does Mohun Bagan Supergiant not travel with an all-Indian squad? Mumbai City did that when they played and faced Nasaji. Anthony Fernandez coached the team. So there are multiple cases on this matter which clearly show and highlight that there is no reason for Mohun Bagan Supergiant not to travel. They are not only the champions of India. Mohun Bagan proudly call itself the National Club of India. But this decision brings national shame, brings shame on Indian football. And with all that is going on, with the men's club football scene literally disintegrating, this is, or it could be, another nail in the coffin. And the real question to me is, I've read that statement that I read out to you multiple times. But to me, even still at this moment in time, it makes no sense whatsoever. So the question at the end of the day is, what is the real reason of not traveling to Iran? You've done it twice now. And knowing the Asian Football Confederation, it's going to be a tough punishment for Mohun Bagan Supergiant. I don't see them playing at continental level in the coming years. And sadly, I have to say, deservingly. If you don't want to play these matches, opt out, you can. Someone else would have loved to have taken your spot. But don't do this tamasha on the back of your players and say we don't want to travel. Mohun Bagan Supergiant, tell us openly, what is the problem that you over 2 years have not traveled to Iran for AFC Champions League 2 commitments? Tell us. Be honest about it. And this is the question, or these are the questions that the Mohun Bagan Supergiant fans need to ask their management, because this is unprofessional. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you disagree with me? You've got something else to say? Write those points down in the comments below. And as always, like, share, and subscribe to Arunfoot here on YouTube. Visit my other social medias. Visit arunfoot.com. And I'll be back very soon. So Arunava Chaudhuri signing off. Bye for now.